and welcome to defenseguru.co.in. My name is Himanshu Sharma and I'm twice recommended from Indian Air Force and TGC. And this is a special interview with one of my personal favorite, my friend, and 4 times recommended candidate from all the forces. And today we have my dear friend, Mr. Savesh with us. So Savesh, how are you?
Hi, good evening, Imanshu. Thank you for having me on this platform. It's a pleasure. And I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure also to have this interview with you. And today, Savesh, we'll be going with many questions that are related to the SSBs. But before that, I would like to ask that how have you been doing so far after your recommendations, and what have you been doing these days?
Right. So my first recommendation was in March this year itself. So since then, I knew I'll have more SSBs. So since then, I've been preparing for those. I've been giving those, and at the same time, I've been recommended in those as well. So I've been giving medical exams as well.
Yeah.
Side by side, my focus has been to also share my experience with my colleagues, my juniors, all my friends who are also trying for the defense services. So that is what I'm doing since then.
Yeah, and for our viewers, or I would also like to tell that the first AFSB in which I was recommended, I was with Savesha. I had the fortune to be with Sir. I interacted with him, and we'll have our share of experiences later on in the interview also. But before that, I would request Savesha to please take us through your brief introduction to your family and briefly so that our viewers come to know little about you, sir.
Right. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I am Sarvesh Navande. I was born in Aurangabad and brought up in Pune district of Maharashtra. I have done my graduation in BSc Mathematics. So this journey of mine started since 2016 and now is about to end in 2021. So it's been a 6 year long journey for me giving all the written exams and all the SSB attempts. And in 2016, also, I joined the National Cadet Corps. I was in Air Force Wing NCC, 3 Maharashtra Air Squadron, Pune. In that, I have had the pleasure of representing Maharashtra at Delhi. So I was a part of the Republic Day camp. And there I was adjudged as the All India Best Cadet of Senior Citizen 2018. After that, I was also selected as the Indian Youth Ambassador and was delegated to Perm state of Russia. And we had an exchange program there as well. So coming to my number of SSBs since 2016, I've been giving NDA attempts, CDSE, AFCAT, NCC special entries. So 2016 to 2020, I gave 8 attempts and I was conference out in them. In 2021, I gave 5 attempts, and out of which I have been recommended in 4 SSBs: NCC Air Force, NCC Army, CDSE IMA, and AFCAT entrance. That's about me.
So that is great, sir. And it's a very long journey, and 8 attempts could deter anyone's confidence. And but they were not enough to deter you, sir, in giving 4 more recommendations and SSBs. Sir, I have gone through your profile, and since we also had conversations lately, I have found that we both are from civilian background, and I have felt that since we do not have any family influence, there is always a point in our life when we decide that yes, this is my dream, yahi karna hai mujhe. When did you find that, and what was that thing that had left you pressing so hard to achieve this thing, this feat, sir?
Thank you, Manchu. So I'd like to share how this journey of mine started. Initially, since both my parents are from state government background, so my goal initially was to join the civil services as an IS officer
Wow, sir.
until 12th grade. So in the second semester of my 12th grade in November 2015, luckily my mother got 2 passes for the National Defense Academy. So we went to watch and witness the passing out parade. There, the first thing I saw was the number of basketball courts, number of football grounds, because I have always been enthused about games and sports throughout my life.
Sir.
So later then I saw the officers, young officers and retired officers with their families. And it was a very different atmosphere. It was very pleasant. And then I saw the passing out parade. I saw the cadets celebrating after the passing out parade. So that was an extremely magical moment for me. I remember my mother also had tears in her eyes when she saw young boys of our age passing out.
As
So
an
I think that is when I realized this is something which I would really want to do in my life. So I think that was the moment of realization for me. After that, actually, I went home and I researched a lot about what NDA is.
Mhm.
And that was the happiest day of my life. I remember crying that day because that is the day when I finally knew that this is something I really want to do in my life and achieve in my life. So that is how the journey started. And since then, I've been giving attempts.
So it is a very aspirational journey, and when I see it also, I also recollect that what was the moment for me to come into this. A similar passing out parade that I had witnessed during the passing out of my cousins at Indian Naval Academy Azimala. So it was a true moment, and all those observations that you have just quoted, same were for me also. So since we are talking about civilian background, there is also one more questions that most of us ask कि mostly army वाले के बच्चे ही select होते हैं. They always say that civilians have to struggle during their selection procedure. How far do you agree with this testament, sir?
What I believe is struggle सबको करना पड़ता है. No matter what the background, be it civilian background, be it defense background, everybody has to struggle. In this, I'd also like to mention that if somebody has a defense background, uh, they may slightly have an advantage of knowing the SSB procedure or knowing the lifestyle of what a defense officer lives like. So, in such aspects, I think they are more knowledgeable compared to us civilians. Uh, yeah, I think that is my opinion.
Right, sir. So now that I look into your attempts, I found that you have cleared many written examinations like NDA, CDS, FCAT. You also got NCC entries also. But as far as written approach is concerned, how did you maintain that consistency from NDA to FCAT, then to CDS, and time again you have done that, sir?
I used to focus on various aspects, maths and general science, English, whatever. I don't even remember what NDA portion had. But mathematics was my favorite subject, and I was quite good at it. So I focused more on that. Side by side, I prepared for English and general studies as well.
Sure.
Same for CDSE and AFCAT. Same, I got lots of books online, lots of good books online, and you have so many study materials online. The best thing I think is the YouTube channels, because there are so many good pages who share lots of things like 500 most expected questions which will come in, say, AFCAT 2 2021
These are very
or
useful.
such.
Yes, sir.
So I used to watch such YouTube videos, and to save time, I used to watch them on 1.5 speed. And at the same time, I used to take a lot of notes. So just before the exam, I used to go through those notes. So that's how I prepared for written exams.
So, talking about preparations, Defense Guru is one of the largest free education, free material, and for defense also. And so, having talking about that, I found that it is a very clumsy time when we have to prepare for the written examinations, our school, college examination. Just like you mentioned, in your first year, you are giving nearly 10 to 12 hours. That is a lot of time, sir. And after having done that, we also get into job, and in your case you were into NCC and you're the best cadet, sir. So how did you tackle all that pressure that came onto you, sir?
That was a big challenge for me, I remember. So in first year, I did not focus a lot on college exams because I knew that I just needed to pass. Because in Pune University, count the first year percentage. So I knew I just had to pass.
Oh.
So hence I focused more on NDA exams. Later in second year, when I focused more on the Republic Day camp and all the camps I was doing through NCC, that was exams and these camps at the same time. I had to miss the semester exams in my second year So after I came back from my RDC camp, it was a 6 month total. The journey was 6 month long. So after that, I had to re-give my semester exams. So I had 14 backlogs and 5 current exams which I had to give. So with the help of my teachers, uh, the HOD and the staff in my college, principal, my parents, my friends, with all their help, I think I was able to study better. I took a lot of help from everybody, and that's how I studied and cleared these exams eventually. And
So,
later, it was just about balancing all these things, how I ended up balancing my preparation for written
right, sir.
exam and
It
then
is
third
the
year.
art of balancing that we have to start learning, and we have to just start doing it. Unless and until we don't have priorities, we can't do a thing, right, sir? So, having talking about that, I would like to ask that what was your approach for SSB before your recommendation? Since I had seen and you have told us that there were 8 attempts in which you had went to the SSB and you had given your best. However, you were unsuccessful at that time. That was the time that you had to recollect your courage and bounce back attempt after attempt. So, what were your approach at that time, sir? I wanted to ask basically that what were the mistakes and how did you identify them? How did you overcome them?
Right. Thank you. So, like I said, the journey started in 2016. And like I said, that I was giving all my time for defense preparations. So it was clear for me that this is what I want to get in.
So,
So I think initial few attempts, I think I was not much coaching or taken any guidance from anybody.
so,
And initially, I think that was the issue. Later on, what I believe I found out was the main mistakes which I was committing is I was getting desperate. I was very obsessed with joining defense. Middle a few attempts that was the case. And why did it take me 8 attempts to realize this is because I also failed to identify this specific mistake which I was making. The
what?
fact that I was obsessed with joining defense, right? So there's a big difference between being motivated and being obsessed. So I was obsessed with joining defense. So that way it hampered my performance in various aspects, consciously, subconsciously. It hampered a lot.
And how
So
did
after
you work
realizing
to
that,
identify them, sir?
I have had lots of people who've been helping me throughout this journey. So with this, he clearly told me that Sarvesh, this is it. I can't guide you more than this because now I believe you can really make it, but I don't know what you're doing in SSB.
Yes.
So that is when I realized ki, okay, they're believing in me, but it is something which I'm committing.
Hmm.
So I stopped taking all external guidance. I sat in one corner of this room. Then I gave it a thought of what mistakes I've been committing. I made a journal. I used to write all these things. Then I focused on why were all these mistakes happening? What was the root cause of this desperation and obsession? So, and I realized that it was because of lots of things. I had to take a lot of pressure because of all the people who believed in me. I was taking a pressure because of that. Then I did not have a strong backup plan. I always thought that if I don't get into the or will I ever be happy in my life? So these were the things which caused desperation and obsession in me.
So you just mentioned that you didn't have a backup plan at that time. So, what do you think that should everyone rely on SSB as the only career option, or should what is the role of backup in this process, sir? Sir.
So the role of backup plan, in my belief, and in my experience, I think is very important because having a backup plan ensures that uh, you're confident. It ensures that you're confident. Not for defense, you have something to do in your life, right?
Right, sir.
So not having a backup plan actually uh, hampers your performance because you get desperate, you get obsessed with
Right,
joining
sir.
defense. You start thinking, if not for defense, there is nothing which I can do good in my life,
Yes.
right? So that is how it hampers. But when it comes to medical exams, it is very uncertain. You can't prepare for that. except taking a few precautions, right? So it is very uncertain. So in this case, in SSB, it is not like civil services that you study all the portion and then you directly get selected. In
Right.
SSB, it is not like that. You have a medical test, which is uncertain. So you need to have a backup plan.
Right.
Also, you need to have a backup plan because you're cool and calm during the entire SSB process. Okay.
So my next question takes you back to where we were on the approach. How did your approach change during your recommendation, sir? What different did you do at that time? Please delineate that portion.
Right. So, like I said, I was taking guidance from a lot of people. They helped me realize a lot of things. I also did a lot of self introspection and I realized what were causing these mistakes. I took these root causes and I started having a plan to overcome these.
Mhm.
So, I started from very basics. First thing, identifying those mistakes and getting a daily routine to ensure I do good. I planned a good lifestyle for myself, right? I had a balanced lifestyle. Initially, what I used to do during SSB preparations is I used to study even for SSB for 12 hours a day. But I don't think that is a good approach because SSB is basically a personality test and it's not a knowledge test. So I just used to focus on, say, general awareness or the GD topics or lecture topics. Later, I realized and I focused on balancing out my life. So, along with these preparations, I did a lot of things. Had a basic timetable, starting from physical activities to meditation to a proper diet to studies.
That is a
Then in
very
the
valid
evening,
point that
family and
you
friends time.
yes, sir.
So, I balanced my daily routine.
Yes, sir.
So,
So
I
it
think
is a very
having
important point because SSB is not a day-to-day process. It is what we do through daily activities that makes our personality, and that is never achieved at the 11th hour. If we think that we'll just mug up the stories or practice them and go there, and our routine is not suitable, then even at the SSB, that will be reflecting from our performance, right, sir?
yeah.